What's up guys? Today we are talking everything creatine. First off, what is creatine? Now, is it safe to take? Should I load up on it? What are the benefits? Should I just do a maintenance stage? We're going to learn everything we need to learn about creatine. And most importantly, what type of creatine should you be taking? First off, creatine is a naturally occurring substance in the body. It's made up of 3 amino acids, methionine, glycine, and arginine. You can also get creatine from different food sources like meat and fish, but it's in our bodies. It's in our liver, kidney, pancreas, and the brain also uses creatine. Now, when we take creatine, our body stores it as creatine phosphate, which is then regenerated and used as ATP. So basically, creatine gives us fuel to move, to work out, for performance, etc. So what are the benefits of taking creatine? Well, creatine is one of the most studied supplements on the planet, and research have shown it helps with increased muscle mass. Now, if you work out like someone like me, you want to improve your muscle mass, so creatine would help you aid that. Creatine also helps with improved muscle strength in the gym. Research have shown that. So as we train, we want to get stronger. You don't just want to get bigger and not build some kind of strength on there. We want to get bigger with the muscle mass, but we also want to get stronger. And creatine is going to aid with increased muscle strength. Research have shown that creatine helps with brain health and mental fatigue. So your brain uses creatine as well, which helps with brain activity. Now, is it safe for you to take? The answer is yes. Creatine is actually one of the most researched supplements out there. I mentioned this earlier, and there's been tons of research on it and what it does for the body and how it helps us. So the answer is yes, it's safe for you to take. I've been training over 30 years and I've taken this for the past 25 years and it's worked fine. Can you take this every day, even on your rest days? Yes, you can. Creatine will also help you gain muscle slightly quicker. Now, if you're looking to gain like 5 pounds of muscle in 6 months or so, taking creatine will help you get that 5 pounds of muscle probably in 4 months, maybe 3.5. But there's also other factors into that. That's going to include your diet, your training regimen, your supplementations. So everything comes in full circle. However, adding creatine to your regimen is going to help you gain the muscle slightly quicker. So let's talk about servings. Now, there are 2 ways to take creatine. You have a loading phase and you have a maintenance phase. Both phase is actually good. There's nothing wrong with it. It just depends on your goals. Now, for the loading phase requires you to take about 15 to 20 grams of creatine per day for the first week only. Okay, so you want to load your body with creatine, just saturate it into your muscles. Now, I would probably recommend you do 10 grams before you train and 10 grams after you train. Just get it all into your system, which works perfectly. Now, that is going to make you get to your goals slightly quicker. I actually prefer the loading phase over the maintenance phase because I want to saturate my muscles with the creatine so I can get that burst of energy that I need. I can improve on my deadlift, I can improve on my squat, I can improve on my bench. Now, that would really get you to, if you're trying to gain that 5 pounds of muscle in 6 months, this creatine will probably help you get there in 4 months, maybe 3.5, like I mentioned before. So loading phase for me is always better. Now, the maintenance phase is actually even more simple. You're just supposed to take 5 grams of creatine every day before you train. And that would actually get you to your goals, but a slightly longer time. So I always opt for the loading phase. Now, a lot of people say, well, the loading phase is just to get you to spend more money and buy more creatine, etc. Look, if you're on a creatine program for 8 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever that is, you need to saturate the muscles with that as soon as possible. So that first week, if you saturated your muscles with it for that first week, you've got 8 weeks or 10 weeks or 11 weeks to really continue to take the creatine in the maintenance stage. Now it's in your body and you can improve on your strength. Now, some people don't want to do that, and whether they're budgeting a bit lower and they don't want to buy too much creatine, or they just want to take it at a slower pace, there's nothing wrong with that. In this lifestyle, in this journey of fitness, it's not a race. So I actually tell people, choose what's best for you and then try it out. I've tried both loading and maintenance, and for me personally, I think the loading phase is better than the maintenance. But I have friends that have done the maintenance stage and they're equally as strong or even stronger than me and done very well with creatine. So choose what works best for you, but you can try both, because usually with creatine, you want to be on a cycle for like 8 weeks, 12 weeks. So you could do it 3-4 times a year. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? So see what works best for your physique and then implement that. So for the guys that do the loading phase, take 10 grams of creatine before you train, and the other 10 grams you can take when you're taking your post-workout shake. It works perfect. And one of the best ways to get creatine into your system, like right away when you're ready to go train, is to take it with some kind of juice. Because of the sugar, it's gonna go into your system effectively, and you can get on with your workout and get things done. It's a win-win because with the juice, you get the sugar. The sugar is gonna give you energy, the creatine is gonna give you energy, and it's gonna go boom into your system. So when it goes into your system, you're just ready to go. It works perfect. During my loading phase, I'll take creatine before I train, and then I'll take it after I train when I'm taking my post-workout shake. So I'll have my protein, oats, and then I'll add creatine as well on there. So that's 2 ways to take your creatine if you're loading. Take it in the morning or before your workout, and then you take it again after your workout when you're doing your post-workout shake. But what are some of the issues that you might have with creatine? Now, the few things that I've found with creatine that people have mentioned, and I've also experienced it, is that you will get upset stomach. Now, some people have sensitive reaction to supplements, protein, etc. So some people might get upset stomach and you probably use the bathroom with creatine for the first week. But I think that's normal. With anything that's new to your system, your body kind of like interprets it like, okay, what's this? What's new? What's foreign? And some people, it's fine with them and they can crack on. And some people, they get that upset stomach. So you might find slight upset stomach when you start using creatine. The other thing you might find is water retention. Now, I get this a lot because people are like, oh, I've taken creatine and I'm getting water retention. I feel a bit bloated, etc. So you will get slight water retention when you take creatine. However, that is not permanent. I know this personally because it's happened to me. And the reason why that happens, when you load your body with creatine, like 15, 20 grams of creatine for that first week, you're gonna get a little bit of that water retention, but that is not permanent. After the first week of loading your body, you go into kind of like a maintenance stage of the 5 grams per day. So you're gonna be fine. Your body's just gonna adjust to that curve and you're gonna be fine. So don't worry about the water retention. The same thing with the upset stomach is the same thing with the water retention. It's gonna go. Now, if it persists, obviously you might wanna stop and speak to someone about it. But however, for the most part, anything new to your body has to kind of interpret it and adjust with it. That's what happens. So it's nothing permanent for the first week because you will experience some kind of maybe slight discomfort, upset stomach, or maybe a little bit of water retention. However, that's not permanent and it's gonna be fine if you continue to take your creatine. Water retention is not a bad thing when you're taking creatine. You want that water retention in your muscles. It's gonna give you that extra buffer that you need to lift heavier and be more productive with your training. Which creatine should you take? Look, I'm pretty much old school. I take creatine monohydrate by BioTechUSA. Now there's loads of creatine supplements out there. Some claim to have special amino acid, some claim to help you with water retention, etc. At the end of the day, it does the same thing. It helps you build mass and helps you build strength. So stick to creatine monohydrate, keep it simple, keep it easy, and make gains. I would highly recommend creatine monohydrate, add it to your supplementation, and continue to make progress. Now, I hope this video has really helped you guys out when it comes to creatine, and it can clear some of the misconceptions that we have about different supplementation. I'm gonna be doing a series of this where we'll talk about different supplementation, protein, etc., just to help the younger guys out there starting out that want to learn about supplements and what they should take, etc., and just give you that guideline for something that you can try and see if it works for you. I hope this has been informative for you guys. I really appreciate all the support. Please let me know the different kind of content you want me to put out, and I'm more than happy to do it for you guys. I really appreciate your love and support. Thank you for everything. Subscribe, follow, and comment, and let me know what you want to see next. Okay, guys? Thanks for all the support. Until next time. Peace.
BioTechUSA, the feeling of success.